Hi, and welcome to Smart Solutions Education Technologies. Today, we're going to share with you 3 interactive resources for creating an engaging classroom experience for your students. The first one is Edmodo. Edmodo, you'll notice, looks very similar in layout to Facebook and other social media platforms. This makes it really user-friendly for both teachers and students who are familiar with other formats such as this. Schoology is another free interactive learning environment where you can post assignments and interact with your students much in the same way you would in the classroom. In both Edmodo and Schoology, you can create courses for all of your different sections. And you can see here I created a course for English 101. When I go to that course, I have the option to create assignments, test quizzes, upload files, create discussion groups for my students, and just create a place to house all kinds of resources for my students. They have an access code to be able to create their own account without having an email address. And this being inaccessible to the public makes it very safe for your students to use. The next online platform I'll discuss is Moodle. Through Moodle, it is also free, but as you can see here in the Smart Solutions Moodle, there's a lot more room for customization, but that also means that you need a little bit more knowledge about web design and creating your own websites. It's open platform, so having some experience with websites and using online resources is going to really help you if you choose to go with Moodle. But you can see in the Moodle that you can create all of your courses and then house all of the different sections for that course, resources, assignments, and blogs. Now with Edmodo and Schoology, they also will provide you with feedback, which is really great. So if you have assignments or quizzes that you're using for checks for understanding or for exit tickets, it's going to give you immediate feedback so that you can inform your instruction and know exactly what your students need to be retaught. You can also create groups, house resources, and it really just creates a very interactive experience for your students. Now, it's important to keep in mind when considering these resources, such as Edmodo and Schoology, that your students have the appropriate accessibility to these programs and to technology outside of class. But there are ways you can get around this if they do not. The public library usually has access if it's in a safe place for your students to get to. And you can also build in class time during centers or after-school study halls. And also, all of these resources are available on a mobile platform. So if your students have access to a smartphone, they have access to all of the course materials that you're providing to them. And while this may seem like it's more ideal for older students, beginning at least in middle school and maybe even high school once they have the appropriate web knowledge and usability of the interface, you can also involve parents in the learning process by providing them with their own access codes so that they're able to access all assignments, be involved in projects, and view discussions and materials that have been exchanged. And while these are really great interactive resources and they really can take your teaching to the next level, they're only as good as the teachers who are managing them and the content that you're providing them. It's still up to you to ensure your students are receiving the best content, but this is going to just make that content even more accessible to them through the web. And both Edmodo and Schoology are hosted through the web, and you can access them from any location. If you'd like to learn more about these great interactive resources and other ways to integrate technology into your instruction, visit our homepage at www.ssik12.com. Thanks so much, and good luck creating an interactive learning environment.